and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We had it there, cost $120 a month for internet. So the county's gonna reimburse them $60.
For
I don't have my agenda. You
See
want-
what he's told.
We discussed it during the interview.
Yeah, we argued back and forth for 15.
it was a good 2-hour argument.
Well, it is $60 for you.
No, I'm not sure where we're gonna get it.
Take it out of the extension office.
Yeah, that don't work anymore.
No, it doesn't work at all, does it?
Read it and believe it. Okay.
Where are we at? I guess let's wait for Bonnie.
Yeah,
What a
wait for
D.
Monday.
But a D.
I'm gonna.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, you may go.
All right, you may proceed.
You may
How's that,
proceed.
what's everybody think of the agenda?
I thought it was very neatly done. So I'll make a motion, we approve the agenda.
And I will second that.
Any discussion?
I didn't. I've been busy all morning. I'll give you your minutes.
Hearing none.
You all read them though, didn't you?
Yep, I did actually. Hearing none. Motion passed.
Good deal.
Well, we didn't vote.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm the chairman. What I say.
Yeah.
This is true.
No,
This is true. We should.
No, I thought I heard him over. Okay, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Motion passed. See, that's an IQ thing.
Yeah.
And I screw it up every time, but I'm getting there.
Keep practicing. Yeah, I didn't see the minutes on
I didn't either.
Well, I read them. You know I'm diligent about that.
that. How were they?
I thought they were excellent. The only thing I look for them is whether I'm portrayed in a good light or not.
Wait a minute, you didn't read the minutes because I didn't do them.
I know,
and Gary
I read
Lynn's not
last
done with
week's
them.
minutes. You didn't say which week.
So we'll,
Next week, maybe.
So we need to table them?
Well, until later. She'll
Okay.
have them done today.
Okay.
We'll table the minutes.
Table them.
Do I need a motion for
I'll
that?
make a motion, we table the minutes until.
and I will second that.
All right.
Why are you guys going out of order?
Yeah, Mike's kind of stealing all the motions. isn't he?
Mike, you're a little greedy this
I'm a
morning.
little,
Are you
I'm late
offended?
this morning and that's what happens.
No, not you, him.
We're punishing him.
Okay.
Come
All right.
on, Turley, wake up, come on, get me. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, so I'm a mess this morning. I don't know where I
There's
am,
too
what
much
I'm
stuff going on.
doing. Yeah. Yeah,
The weather's beautiful.
it is beautiful.
Yeah, too bad we
Just
can't enjoy
gorgeous.
it.
Okay, so y'all know about the new buy-sell or the settlement statement. We have to cancel that check that we did Wednesday and do another one.
Really.
Yeah,
Aren't I supposed to sign something today?
yeah, at 10
So I can
o'clock.
bring it, but actually Teresa took the check.
No, we are canceling the old one because we just got this morning.
Okay,
And we're canceling it and making the new check. They're working on it right now.
okay.
So was
So
the
what time
check-
do I break out?
10.
10,
You have to
okay.
be there at 10. It's $49.01 or $49,015.63 because you
Yeah.
guys agreed to pay all closing costs.
Oh, boy. Yeah, well, and
When did you
that's
do
why I
that?
liked it, when I saw that settlement statement, it says, I'm going for this one.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll pay it.
I hope you got that much in your account.
And I told her to charge it to the CARES Act Weirs project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Weir project.
yeah. So, I don't. Oh,
What I did not see was the policy, title policy.
Me either.
Didn't know who owns what, and making certain we're getting clear title and all of that.
Well, we'll get a clear title. It's from American Title. I mean, that's what they do.
That's what
It
they
used to
do.
be 48,465, but now it's 49, 15. So it's another, $700. You guys are shelling out.
Well, okay, but Mike, do you wanna come with me for the signing? So that you know that we get the clear title and all that? Typically, that's what we're doing with Flying S, isn't it?
Yeah,
They guarantee
They
it.
should be able to just email it over here and we'll take a look at it and then you can.
Well, they email so many things. I don't know what's what. I'm not a title agent. I'm not a.
Just ask
I mean,
them.
I got this buy-sell agreement a long time ago, and it's for 229 and 231 Main Street.
Does it have a different amount?
And it has the amount on it.
I don't even. Yeah, it is 48,000.
See, I don't know why it went up, to be honest with you.
Well, because we agreed to pay the closing costs, and they were divided equally on the settlement statement that we looked at earlier this week.
Okay, okay.
So we just added another, I don't know, $500-600.
That's pretty low closing costs. And we're not paying the realtor's fee.
there's not much property.
Okay, part of that closing cost is the title search and all that good stuff, right?
That's, title insurance.
It's in title insurance.
It's in the bill, I'm sure.
With this Central Montana water agreement thing that you guys did for the airport,
Yeah,
I gave it to Monty, or I sent it to Monty, and he said there's no $6,000 check, so
there
this,
isn't.
this will be a
You
claim.
tell them we must have found it.
You cashed it, you kept it, huh? Didn't you? But so I'm
That'll
gonna
be
be,
a claim.
that'll be a claim next time.
Is that another check that Mike has stolen?
Probably.
Sort of pattern here.
Throw handcuffs on me.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Yeah, statement.
No
for
more
breaking
checks than
laws.
life.
Oh, yeah.
This.
Here's a letter from Tracy.
No. Yeah, let's see.
It's uneventful. It's what you requested.
And then
Requesting getting rid of the $650.
drug and alcohol.
Giving her a break on the rent. I don't see that.
Well, that's all it's mean, I went for a clear audit.
Yeah.
I think if they stop paying the $650, there's grounds.
No.
Do you, does that stapler work still?
Yeah,
I got one too.
no staples in it, but it works.
Here.
Get one? Oh, you got,
I've never without a screw. It's right here.
it doesn't have any staples in it, doesn't it?
So this is the
Oh,
order
no.
of
What we're signing?
the
Or-
845 business, yeah.
oh, okay.
Okay.
This is an excellent stapler.
Well, it just needs to be loaded.
I didn't know there was no staples in it.
I can figure it out.
Some there's
Well.
like a button on the bottom.
It's another IQ
Oh.
thing, Mike. I don't know if you're gonna do very well on that.
There's Mike. I did have it.
Okay.
It's okay. It's Friday.
I'm ready.
Feels like it's gonna be a quick day.
One bet on.
You may have
Well,
jinxed it now.
Probably did.
So do you want to talk about for the next 3 minutes?
Meetings.
Well, how about some veteran thing?
Well,
Okay,
that's
as long as
public
we stay on track. We're staying on track today. We're gonna do at
We went-
8:45. We're
comment.
I went to the refuse board. I also had a
Tuesday.
meeting with the Bear Collins people, of course. Dan Eisline.
when was that?
That was on Wednesday afternoon.
Dan Eisline. Who else was there? I know there was.
Well, that was
Bill
Mr.
Fuller.
Babcock. Bill was busy
Always.
selling a tractor.
Again.
Babcock.
Yeah, Mr. Babcock.
Oh,
He
okay.
wasn't here.
Huh?
He wasn't here.
He was here.
Oh,
He was
John.
the one who was talking. It was very good, and then, Courtney with,
Oh, yeah.
Courtney Long,
Watershed, I mean, coordinator.
I
she's
believe
our
it's Long.
floodplain, yeah,
Floodplain.
Courtney Long. I didn't know that was her. They changed so much, I, forget what they look like. Yeah,
They were both at the Roundup Reach meeting, of course.
Who?
And then they came over here.
who, them two? Bob and Mike?
And then Mike and Mike both went to the area council on aging meeting
Mike,
on Tuesday.
Mike, council.
It was interesting, very well attended.
Aging.
It's
The doors
recommended I
were
don't
locked.
attend.
It was not public. The door, you could not get in. It was locked. It was not public meeting.
It was executive.
Hmm?
It was an executive
I
meeting.
don't know what you would call
Well,
it.
it was a regular board meeting because that's the only way they can appoint new members, according to Robert's rules of order that we heard from the brother.
Okay,
The point is, it may not be appropriate that it not be open to the public. Is it questionable that they lock the meeting as board
That's my
entitled to
point,
do it?
because every other meeting that I
We're not
attend-
allowed to lock the doors, so we
No.
know, you know.
We
absolutely.
should.
Well, we
I
tried.
wish we could sometimes, but, okay,
All right, 8:45, okay, I'm gonna open for public comment. Is there any public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda?
I don't know if it's public
We can,
comment. Frank Kelly from the American Legion. I was just wondering, which one of you guys should I work with directly about doing the survey on that land? Should I work with you, Mike?
You can, have you got a surveyor, you know?
That's the
I'm
other,
just wondering where to locate a surveyor these days.
have to go to Billings.
Yeah.
no, I can give you some numbers. We have, Arrow Creek, his name is Mike Poor.
just to carve out your 10 acres?
I used to get Robbie Mahalovich, I have no idea if he's still doing that or not.
County doesn't have a surveyor?
No,
No, not in,
We
not
have
in our
a-
employment.
Frank don't know.
we have a subdivision administrator who
Yeah.
the survey has to go through. So really, that's what you need to do,
You're right.
is you need to contact WWC, tell them that, find out what
Yeah,
all
that's
you
true.
need,
You'll
what
have
it's
to
gonna,
subdivide it.
what it's gonna
That's what he
take,
does.
absolutely, at any time land's broken up. I can give you their number, and I'll give you a couple numbers for surveyors also.
Yeah, you're right, they need to do
But they
It
don't
has to go
survey.
through.
it. And they'll actually help you, they'll help you get through it.
Yeah,
They'll check with us and make
but
sure
even
it's
for the
okay.
for the review of the subdivision, or of the, it's called a certificate of survey, or a plat, it's $400 for their review fee. That's how they get paid. So it's $400 for the review fee. I don't know how, what the surveyor's gonna cost you or whatever, but,
They'll know.
yep.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out, I still think he moves forward and he contacts them, but we'll have to figure out what we're gonna charge that to.
Yeah,
We will. Yeah. WWC.
I just didn't know, so I figured
No,
I'd
I
come
think
and
it's a good
ask.
question, I think you got the right answer, you get a hold of them and they'll make sure it all goes according to all the
Woke up late,
requirements.
sorry, I tried to get here earlier, but,
Way
but they
to
don't
go.
start till 8:30.
okay. So, I'm
You're all
not
right.
that late.
Not that late,
You're okay.
no.
It's all right. Right.
8:30, and then public, they have that 15 minutes, we do our pledge allegiance, agenda, the minutes, any meetings that they have, then we go to public comment, then we go to a meeting, because normally at 9 o'clock we have somebody in here,
Right.
so,
I was trying to avoid that,
yeah,
like I did last week.
okay.
All right,
So-
is there any other public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda? Going 3 times, is there any public comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda? Hearing none, public comment is closed.
Do you have an email address that I can send you this information?
D Jacobs at midrivers.com.
Hello. Good morning.
And that's JACOBS.
Yes, ma'am.
D, okay. As soon as I have a minute here, I'll go out and I'll send you the email.
Obviously, we're not gonna get it done overnight, so don't.
Yes.
Well,
don't
but I'll get you the
stress.
minute, the information today, so you can
Okay.
get on it.
But actually, the sooner you call them, the sooner the wheels start turning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, that'll-
I just didn't know what the
Maybe
procedures were.
tonight or in the
That's-
morning.
That's the only reason I came up.
Yeah.
okay.
No apologies necessary, no, that's
Well,
fine.
I'm learning here. I am,
You still
not
learn?
more than you think I am, not just, I'm fried.
Welcome to there.
Well, you got everybody excited.
Yeah.
15 more people joined the post this weekend because of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they didn't get the memo. We just voted it down.
I'll tell them that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
No, that's good.
I was shocked. But thank you all. I mean, I don't, what do I say?
Well, you just keep being a
Just
catalyst
keep
for
moving
change.
forward.
Yeah.
Trying to,
Okay.
no matter what happens. Thank you very
Thanks.
much.
So, meetings, let's continue with meetings.
Well, don't we wanna do the business first?
Yeah, let's do,
Business first.
it's an IQ thing today. I'm not fired, all the synopsises are not fired.
Because really, and then we have until 10 o'clock.
Yep. that's
Because I have 9 o'clock empty, because Lori's gonna be coming back to work, I hope eventually, I really don't know. And then we have Miss Marshall.
I
Ms.
will move that we review and sign the settlement statement for the 2 vacant lots north of the Weir building owned by the Bannisters, submitted by Flying S Title and Escrow, subject to them reviewing the title policy.
I'll second that.
All right,
All right.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
That was easy. I'll make a motion to review and sign the agreement for drug and alcohol testing and services submitted by Seeley and Associates, DBA Lane Associates.
That should be a capital, but it's not.
Okay,
So he's
I
gonna
noticed
bring
that
us the
went off.
drugs and alcohol? or
No,
something?
they do it for the road department.
I know.
They
Yeah.
do that?
DOT.
Oh, well, then, that's, I'll second that.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
I move that we review and sign the Mako Workers' Compensation Group Plan enrollment form submitted by Sites Insurance.
I think I'll second that.
Any discussion? I guess my discussion would be, this is something we typically do, and they base that
It's
on
just
our
our
pay.
annual.
Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay. No,
So
that-
I don't wanna sign this till Mike gets to see the,
Mhm.
good. How's he gonna see? where-
He's going with
Well-
you.
What?
He's going with you.
I can do that, or if you can find the title policy,
I
just,
don't know if I got the title policy. I don't.
just ask them. Can you just call them and ask them if they'd send it over? Because they can email the doggone thing and they can just read
Are
it.
you sure they haven't?
I haven't, I looked, let me look, let me look here.
Should that Weir building have a project code for the,
Yeah, it does.
for the
138.
lot, for the lots though?
That's
Yeah, the
138
same.
also.
I'm gonna add that to the last one.
Yeah, 138.
And it all, should all be going against the CARES Act.
I just took off.
It
Make
should,
sure, just
no,
the
no, I guess
lots.
we've been using
No,
federal.
have that.
We've been
Mineral.
using federal mineral.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is the federal, the
Yeah.
fund is the federal
And
minimum.
you agreed to pay all the closing costs?
Yeah.
That should have been on myself so that it was all calculated correctly. I'm getting I've got a new one.
New buy-sell?
No, a new settlement statement.
That's, well, then, so isn't that this it?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, you're gonna sign that.
Yeah, but
And I
apparently,
need a check, I don't
apparently,
know how to, I'll have to ask Cheryl because I'll have to run a check just for that. Not for the rest of the claims. I don't
because
know
it's a
those.
different amount.
Yeah, because you.
We already
because
have
you
a
paid-
check for 48 or whatever.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
went
it's
through, you guys
49.
did that claim already.
Okay, okay.
And so
Alright.
what's different is the buy side of the closing costs. Cause your sell side was already on there.
So
But if you're paying-
when did we do that? When did we have that discussion with them?
I don't know.
And then the minutes.
No, because that's when you,
But that has
Or
to go on the
what Teresa
buy
said.
sell if so it comes out correctly, so that when you first got that settlement statement, I asked her, cause technically you guys shouldn't be able to close for 3 days now. Because
The
the
change.
settlement statement has to be out 3 days prior to closing, and everybody has a chance to look at the settlement statement. I'm sure she said that we're good to close it.
But that's,
I
Mike's
couldn't
wanting to
go
see
back
this,
on it.
Mike, this is why Mike's wanting to see that.
They said they haven't even seen the buy-sell agreement.
Then how are we in
No, we
escrow?
have what we haven't seen is the title policy.
Oh,
The title
I'm
policy.
looking for it, can you just call them and ask them to forward it to you, and then I'll look it over.
She's very frustrated.
Well, see, I remember in concept telling them that we would have the closing costs.
But all of a sudden, I just got the email.
Yeah, but somehow it switched from 48 something to 49, so
Because you're paying all of the closing costs.
Yeah,
before they were splitting it, or?
that's the normal way.
Typically, you split it for the, especially, you prorate the taxes. And, so when I looked at it before, I said, hey, this all makes perfect sense, but we'll do it.
Yeah, I
We
mean, it's,
agreed to do something.
that's not that big of an issue, but it seems like the original one, the agreement changed since the original one. Or
Seems
maybe-
like it.
Yeah,
Could have been.
and we cut a check on the original one. So she's gonna have to cut a separate check for the.
No, she's
added-
gonna cancel that check and add it onto it
Okay,
and do another one.
all right.
So, you went to the Roundup Reach meeting.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, you
I
did
did.
it? Oh, you and, okay,
I'm the only one that went.
okay.
And I was late.
Did you, anything worth noting?
Well, Run Takeaway with Mike Ruggles is gonna start this project.
The fishing access?
He wanted to know if we actually had a legitimate easement. I said, yes, we do. So,
We bought
and
it.
he talked to Tom about they're gonna start working on the road and put a culvert in. And I said, make sure that road goes right below Raymond's windows.
Not before the 4th of July.
No, probably not.
Well, no, we can't because we have it rented out.
Oh,
for the
no,
4th
I
of
told him
July.
that it was a rental. I said, we gotta, so, no, I don't think they plan on doing it that
Okay.
quick. Nobody's that quick.
What's
believe-
significant is this project's been hung up for over 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
We got a nice map here of it.
I think that,
They're gonna put in 2 of them vaulted toilets.
That's
I'll be
good.
darned.
I said, hey, you're gonna get them above the floodplain, they do have to raise them up a couple feet, so they're gonna do that.
All right, you made sure of
I said, as long as you don't have to have a ladder to get into them,
that. Or a ramp.
yeah, well,
That's good.
Ben has been in contact with Fish, Wildlife and Parks
Uh-huh.
and confirmed that the easement exists. I don't know what, I haven't seen the paperwork or
Well,
the correspondence, but I know it happened.
Yeah, we bought that from Brett Nillermo, remember? He had it, he bought it
Yeah.
from,
And that's when,
Fergus, and then-
Fergus Electric, and that's when
Mhm.
Ben got involved.
yeah,
yeah, I told him it was a heavy lift getting that easement, but we got it, so,
yeah.
and it was. There's so
Okay.
many unknowns in that damn thing.
And then with the Bear Collins, with Dan Eislein and John and Courtney, anything worth noting?
Yeah, we're,
John?
John Babcock, man, he had
He's
a lot
got
of good
ideas.
information about the grant funding for it, and then the engineering that they're willing to
Paid for?
pay for.
Through DNRC.
Hmm?
DNRC?
Or DEQ.
DEQ, that's right, the mine acclimation.
He's a
company.
mine acclamation person, he had some really good information.
Scott Graham.
Share that.
Scott Graham was at the Roundup Reach also.
Oh, nice.
And he said that we originally had a pond figured into that, but his superiors reminded him he's got to reclaim mines, not build
You're
mines.
talking about Scott Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, and that was an issue that we talked about. He says, you can do, because that's a big thing, everyone would like to have a small pond down there.
Not
yeah,
everyone.
it's very popular.
They said, wait until we're done, and then you can do your pond after we're
Yeah,
done.
Okay.
And what they worry about is you plant fish in there and they come with flood and they're gonna spread them into the river system.
Well, and those fish
So
don't
they
have
gotta
to
be careful there. I said we was gonna put alligators in and solve the deer problem too.
But I thought that wasn't supposed to flood anymore.
Wow, there you go, it always
It will.
floods. It will.
Okay, also, you need to remember that, because Reed was in here the other day, and I'm sure he'll talk to it, but he talked to, Angie Tatman, about, they were really excited about having races down there.
Yeah, I went to the, well, we both went to the,
Fairgrounds, that's another meeting in
Fair board, yeah.
Fair Board.
Yeah, Reed really wants some.
Some horse racing?
Well, racing down
chariot
the,
race or
horse
something.
chariot, or he called it some weird thing,
Chariot
where,
racing.
to where it's like, in the wintertime, have the horses.
ski touring.
Huh?
Oh, ski
Ski
touring, he mentioned
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I think it'd be so cool to watch. I
You
mean,
would.
But he'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And he said that he thinks Angie's really starting to come aboard. Gotta wait until after July, and
Yeah.
she's really starting to
She
come aboard.
is, because she was there and so was her boy.
Mhm. Well, they're on the board. Yeah. Also, you guys are gonna have to go down and get that money out after this week again.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because there's been a lot of campers down there. They have the horse sale this weekend.
Mike will have to get it, he's got small hands to get in there and unlock that damn lock.
Well, once Angie starts, we've gotta
Poorly designed.
figure out how to,
So when you said Angie starts,
no, she wants to start talking about it after July.
Yeah,
She retires July 15th.
good, good.
She's the one who has expressed a willingness to apply for that
Yeah. Caretaker.
recreational person.
Yep. Fair board meeting, good, bad, eventful?
No, it was good, yeah.
only thing to note is neither the president or the vice president
So
showed
they
up.
were not there.
But you still had a quorum.
Well, I think they had a quorum, I never counted, but we just discussed it, there was no voting.
And they're gonna have another meeting here, within 2 weeks. They gotta have 2 meetings in June prior to the rodeo.
Yeah.
Well, what about, when's the or the 4-H fair?
That'll be in late July.
Late July? That's right, okay. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything about council on aging meeting, just that you went.
No, that's
We didn't say
fine.
we attended it,
We just
I
attended
did,
it.
I did.
That's
yeah.
good enough.
but
All right.
what went on there,
Yeah.
yeah, nothing worked out very well, but.
Okay, is there any other meetings that we need to?
Yeah, there's a lot, these guys were active, I wasn't. You had a refuse board meeting.
Yeah.
Yep, and it was a good meeting.
Um,
They, one thing about the refuse is that they came up with a
Plan? Plan?
they came up with, employee, responsibilities.
Okay.
Good.
They updated them. So that
Was it well attended by the public, or was it pretty much the board?
You know, it was open public, but no one came.
Okay, very good, so we're kind of past that controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So they calmed down, huh?
Well, they took it away, so of course they did.
Well,